A woman and her period. Guys, listen up. I'm gonna tell you a little story. There was a time I was competing back to back, so that means I was shredded. One of the things we do to be shredded is we knock our estrogen down as far as we can to give you that real hard, grainy look. After doing this for about half the year, I decided to get some blood work done at a clinic. The doctor kind of freaked out and was like, "You have zero estrogen. Oh my God, how do you feel?" I said, "I feel fine. Look great. Happy." He continued to tell me why this wasn't good. I didn't listen much until he said I could grow more muscle. So at that point, I realized I had to let my estrogen leave from zero back to some kind of reasonable range. Then 2 days later, I got some really bad news from work. This was gonna make things difficult. Then I got some more bad news from a friend of mine. This made me reflect on my finances, and at that point, I felt very overwhelmed. I started second guessing myself, everything I was doing. I could see my business was about to collapse. My finances were a wreck, there was no way out. Then a close friend of mine on the phone said, "Aaron, what is wrong? I've never heard you like this before. You sound so depressed." And then it all clicked for me. Holy shit, estrogen is a motherfucker. Pow, right then and there I realized I'm having a complete estrogen rebound and I gotta fix this shit. I quickly took some Arimidex and I said, "I'll call you back." By that night, my senses were coming back to me and I was having what we would call clarity. In the end, I'm glad it happened because I realized a few things. Like, number one, estrogen is a very powerful hormone and it will mess with you. It feels like a black cloud over your head, and it is anything but estrogen. It is anything but what the hormones are doing to you. You will think it is your work, your friends, what happened, your finances, at home, like anything. Like your mind will convince you it's anything other than estrogen. Then I thought to myself, holy shit, women go through this every month. Fuck. So I made this video to tell you guys, like, cut your woman some slack. This shit is not easy. Like, these poor women have their emotions jerked in so many directions. Like, if your woman is a little bitchy, like, hey, take it. Because I'll be honest with you, I experienced so many issues outside of like cramps and headaches and all that. I have to deal with that. But my God, the mental state alone is enough to make you feel like your life's all going to hell. So just know, when it's been 3 or 4 weeks and all of a sudden your woman is down and she's crying for no reason over commercials, or maybe she needs a hug, or she feels very depressed, just take a moment and say, "Hey babe, don't worry, I'm there for you. We'll get through this." Because all she needs is a little reassurance, because she is way better at handling that shit than I was. I'll tell you right now. I really wish every man could experience that at least one time so that you could see a glimpse of what it feels like, what a woman goes through on a regular basis.